Hi, my name is Firebird, and I'm here with Dungeon Crawlers Radio, and we're going to talk to author Shane Moore about the comic Vindicated. Shane, what does the name Vindicated Incorporated mean to you?
Well, what's interesting is Vindicated can mean a lot to different people. Vindicated mostly conveys to me a sense of justice, of clearing one's name or correcting a wrongdoing, and in some cases, making someone feel viable again.
What attracted you to the project Vindicated?
Well, Cassell Studios pretty much attracted me to it. Aside from, there's so many projects out there that would be fun to write, but with Cassell Studios, they have such a long-standing reputation of producing quality work. I really jumped at any opportunity I had to do a project with them.
Do you feel Vindicated is just an action story, or will it help with making people who read it more aware of wounded veteran issues?
I think it's a little of both. It's a combination of both. You have plenty of action. Obviously, it has to be entertainment, but it's a really good underlying theme about veterans and those who have suffered in not just necessarily wars, but in other conflicts as well.
What do you think of Gary's art in telling this story?
Gary's art is great. What I'm really like the most about Gary's art is his ability for capture faces. He does faces and emotion. He can really convey an emotion through facial expression. In my opinion, that's his biggest strength. With a project like Vindicated, which is very much about emotion and inner turmoil of a character, I can't think of a better artist for this project.
What makes Vindicated different from other Vigilant stories like Batman and Punisher?
Well, Vindicated is built more around a realistic premise. There's no superheroes, there's no million-dollar budgets. These are kind of stories about real people trying to overcome real challenges.
Do you like the ultra-realistic approach Gary wants in this story?
Initially, when we talked about it, I was a little reserved. I wasn't sure how it could be done. When we talked about some of the people involved with the project and really how they wanted this, how they wanted the plots and stuff to go down, I was really amazed and excited. This is going to be really good.
What do you think of working with Dale Dye and Julia Dye as the technical advisors on this book?
They're amazing. They're invaluable. They've done so much from film, Alexander, Starship Troopers. It's going to be awesome to work with them.
Do you think the comic fans will embrace a story where a disabled combat veteran is the main character?
Absolutely. Some of the best-selling stories in comic history have been about characters that had went through turmoil and personal strife. We all remember, if I remember correctly, it's Dave Michelini who did the Iron Man, where he struggled with alcoholism. And while it's not necessarily substance abuse, struggles in this comic, I'm not saying there's not. I don't want to give any spoilers, but this is definitely more about interpersonal struggles, how someone overcomes their own demons as well as their enemies.
What do you feel you bring to the story with your background?
Is a former veteran, well, a current veteran, and a former police officer of 12 years. I have a lot of experience in dealing with post-traumatic stress, dealing with life and death situations, and really a technical and realistic know-how and approach to this series. If you couple in how I attacked all my other writings, from it would be my Dark Fantasy Abyss Walker series or my Apocalypse of Enoch stories, I try to keep everything as real and believable as possible, so the reader can mix enjoyment with realism.
Thank you. This is Firebird signing off.